back to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about static methods in Python. We have different kind of methods, so why we need static? So let me create at first the file static method.py, and here let's say I want to create a class. So I will say class, I will say math. All right, math. Let's say I want to define init, and here I want to pass a number, so I will say self a number. Okay, so I can say here self dot, let's say I want to say here num is equal to num. And now let's say I want to create one more diff, I want to define one more function. Let's say add, and here you can see every single time we have to use self, right? And now let's say I want to add here one more number, so I can say here self. Okay, I have to give here comma, right? Self dot num, set the variable equal to num plus n. Okay, I have to say here self dot num plus n. And now let's say I want to define a static method. So don't worry, I'm going to explain you why I need a static method. So here we need to say here at static method, and now let's say I want to say here def. I'll say diff. Let's say I want to say add num. Okay, I want to pass here two arguments, let's say a and b, and here I want to mention that return a plus b. All right, and now let's go, and I want to create math class, so I will say math or I will say m is equal to math. Okay, I have to say here capital M. Okay, now let's say I want to get the number, so I will say print, I'll say m dot num. If I run it, you can see 5, no problem. Okay, now let's say I want to say here m dot add, right? I want to add here 6, and now I want to print it, so I will say print m dot num. Now let's run it. Now it will be 6 plus 5 is equal to 11, right? But here you can see, can I run through the class? Not really, right? Can I run through the class? Not really. So if I say here, let me just say here m here. Okay, but let's go for the add now. Okay, and I will say that, okay, I'll say print, I will say math dot add num, and here let's say I want to say 7, 8, and here you can see 8 plus 7 is 15. So I can actually access through the class, right? So this is the static method. And one more thing, you don't have to use here self, and here if I remove self, you can see we will get error, right? If I remove let's say everything from here, still you will find error, right? So you have to use self, but when you will use static method, you don't have to use here self, and you can actually access the function through class, right, itself. You don't need to create object for it. You can actually access through class name. Here you can see the result. If I run it once again, and here you can see 15, right? We can actually access through class. Now let's say I want to add access through math class, and if I run it, here you can see error, right? Okay, so you cannot actually access through class, right? So if you want to access any method through the class, or if you don't want to use self, that time actually you have to use static method. Okay, I hope you understand. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.